Good morning. It is Sunday, the 6th of June, the 77th anniversary of D-Day, and dib hats to all of the heroes that set Europe free from that momentous operation. So, yes, it's Sunday. Sorry for the late post that we were going to do the Sunday parade. I was toying with not doing it, as I said to you before last week, I think. Gonna change slightly the Sunday parade in as much as it won't be every single week, but I am off today, and yeah, I thought we'd do something. So something I wanted to do is more of a community feel Sunday, of which today is going to be just that. So it's really about you guys, what you've been up to, what's going on in the Facebook group, what's on my bench, what am I working on, as you can see, all the stuff behind me. And what potentially is coming up in the next month or so. So there we go. Obviously, first one in today is Richard saying, "It's morning, you fruitcake." It is. Absolutely. Don Pedro's there saying, "Hello, I'm back." Indeed. And Kieran is there saying, "Hello, everyone." Indeed. Hello, Kieran. So there's 9 people watching. Obviously, it's not 9 comments saying hello. Make sure you say hello and tell us what you're up to or what your plans are for this weekend. Are you at the bench? Are you having fun? I hope you got something special to do later on. Let us know. So like I said, it's going to be a shorter, condensed show today because we're going to be talking about what you guys have been up to, what's been on your bench. We do something on the Facebook group called Best Build Tuesday, where you post up your finished builds for that month. not historical ones, just purely what you've been working on and you've been posting up, so we can see the finished build. And then the admins, the great team of admins we have on the Model Officers Mess Facebook group, they make a decision as what they think is the best build of the month. And then we use those builds to put up as the header for the Facebook group. And so it's not just one build of the month. It can vary. It can be 3, it could be 6, it could be 8. It all depends how they fight out amongst themselves. I don't normally vote, only if there is a tie of some description. I get involved, or sometimes I might throw in my choice because someone's ignored it. the joys of being the person that does the banner. But yeah, I like to showcase as many people's work as possible on the banner and give them a little bit of shout out, because it's good to get a bit of recognition for your work. Ian Douthwaite's obviously joined us as well, saying morning, cooking full English breakfast before heading to the bench. I'll be round in about half an hour, Ian. So yeah, that'd be lovely. Yeah, do like a Sunday fry up. So without further ado, let's get what I've been working on out of the way, because like it's all about you, it's not about me, is it really? Let's be honest. So it's hello to the bench. Something to point out, Kevin Stevens, thank you very much for the sticker. It's gone on the mat of stickers. As you can see, I have a selection here from different people. And another new sticker is from MJR Models and Hobbies. They always send out a little mat for your coffee. But this time they've also sent a little sticker as well. So that's quite cool. So yeah, that's on the mat. If you've got some stickers and stuff and you want to send them to me for your YouTube channel, etc., I'm happy to oblige. I have space. I've not put Kevin over here all on his lonesome for a reason, other than I have 2 stickers that I've been waiting for from people that they know who they are, that are going to go in this space here. But we've got still loads of space, and we can always get a bigger mat anyway. So yes, so what have I been working on? Obviously, the Rumble in the Jungle. I've not done very much to that at all. All I have done is literally this morning, in fact, actually, if you remember, we used the Smart Mud. Now, the one thing in which I hadn't taken into account when I was making the Smart Mud, it came out quite a light brown, too light for my liking. This particular piece is based on the Cambodia and Vietnam border, and the soil is quite red. So all I've done is I've just added a couple of colours in there. We have used burnt red, which is 814 model colour, and a little bit of flat brown, which is 984. Mix those together to create this slight blend. And then what I will be doing later on this afternoon is I'm going to go very, very lightly over that. A bit of dry brushing with a bit of burnt umber to give some tonal differences, mainly on these areas here. Now, the reason they've got various areas here is because we're going to have some vegetation on there. And obviously this isn't a lamppost. It was pointed out to me today. This is a palm tree, which I want to paint that first, get our leaves sorted, which we're going to do all foliage next week. So next week will all be about foliage to get this done. Our rocks are reasonable. Still need a little bit more dry brushing with a couple of different tones, variational tones on there to give it a little bit more life. And then, as I say, we'll be ready to rock and roll with a vegetation Sunday next week. So a little bit of a heads up on that. We've got some various different ways of doing the vegetation. We've got laser cut paper, we've got plastic, we've got loads of other bits and pieces. I've even got feathers. Now, this is something that I picked up as a tip. You can use feathers for palm tree leaves. I'm not quite sure how that works. It's not something I've ever done before, but I'm going to give it a go and see just how that works. Now, I know a comb is involved somewhere along the line, and clearly, as you know, I'm follically challenged, so I'll have to steal a comb from someone. But we're going to give that a go, and I want to do that with you guys to show you how that comes out, because I have no idea. Meant to be a reasonably easy technique, an easy thing to do, but not something I've done. So that's something to come up for next week. We're going to do all, like I said, we'll do foliage Sunday, next Sunday at 11 o'clock. Nelly herself is prime still. She's not had any paint on her whatsoever, as the other bits and pieces just over to my right hand side are. So yeah, that's all I've done. That's the only progress I've done on our Rumble in the Jungle base. The other thing I've been working on, we've been doing a buddy build, myself and Carl from Making Models, and we have been tackling the beautiful Revell 1/144th space shuttle. This is the progress in which I've got to so far. You can see the green marks where our filler has been. It's not been as bad as a filler queen as I thought it would be, I've got to be honest. A reasonable amount on the bottom here because there is a step between the two halves of our fuselage, but not too bad if I'm honest, although I am prepared for the fact that when I prime this, I'm going to see all sorts of things going on that shouldn't be there, but you know, that's fine. So yeah, myself and Carl are doing that. We've done a couple of lives on a Friday. We're not going to be doing one for a week or so, I would guess, because of Carl's working commitments, but that's fine, because the idea that I had was I wanted to do a challenge to myself to see whether plastic kits are on the way out. So what I did is I 3D printed another shuttle from a file I've got from Thingiverse. It's all here. This is the shuttle parts, as you can see. Not that many parts to it. I've got a little bit of sanding and stuff to do around the edges, etc. So let me just grab my mouse, because I am going to need to be able to control the camera in a second. So as you can see, the detail on here, he says, detail on the actual resin print is reasonably good, actually. I think. Don't get me wrong, it's not amazing, but it, you know, you can. I'm still learning with a 3D printer. But the one thing that did impress me on this particular model, you can see that it has got the tiles. Actually has got the tiles there. It's very, very faint, but it's there. So a little bit of a wash, and that should bring that out, hopefully. So I'll be doing a video in the next week or so, which will be a rundown of the file, the 3D printing file. There is no quick filmed printing or anything like that. I'll just show you the setup I've got, explain the file I used and how I went about it to get the scale. Now, the scale is as close as I could manage to get it to 1/44th, but you could do a little bit more fiddling with it to get it a lot more accurate. And the great joy for me as someone that uses a 3D printer is that I now can print this space shuttle in whatever size I want, he says. And just to prove the point, if I can bring that up and get it in focus, I think that's probably as good as it's going to get. Now, the print is not perfect by any means, so let's not worry about that too much. But the detail, the same detail that's on the bigger print is on the smaller print as well. Now, I've glued these together. I've been a bit mad, popped them together. But I was really impressed with the level of detail for something so small. I mean, that is literally, what's that? About 8 centimeters in length in all. So, yeah, that could be one of the bonuses to having a 3D printer and printing your own subjects instead of buying them. So maybe that's a way of the future. Who knows? So let me move that out of the way for now. Give it a little bit more of a show. Obviously, these aren't stuck together in any means, but this is one of the booster rockets, and the detail is all on there. It's really, really nice. And again, I have a little fiddle with the camera. There you go. You can see, you know, once you've got that primed and you know, you start getting washes and stuff on it, I reckon that's going to come out really well. But we'll wait and see. you know, is what it is. We'll see. And the last piece I'll show you is the main tank. Now, with the main tank, the details there, you can see I've had to use a bit of filler. And one thing I will confess to straight away is that when I, in my haste, put this together, I didn't realise that the top section, the bottom part here, hadn't printed 100% flat as it should have. And that's my mistake. That's down to me putting it on the print plate. So we have got a slight bend on it. Not massive, but there is a slight one. Would it notice? Possibly, but you know, I don't know. But this is hollow inside, so it's not solid resin. But yeah, anyway, we'll go through that with a little video and a little bit more detail. It'll only be a quick little video, and maybe a discussion. We might do it. It might even do it live. So we'll do a little bit of a discussion as what everybody thinks about 3D printing and where its future might lie. So there you go. That's coming up. I'll put that to one side, out of the way before I break it. If you are subscribed to the channel, you'll know that at last a snap kit review went up last night. It is for the HK 148th Lancaster. Been waiting for the kit for months. It's taken forever to get it into the country, but it's finally here. So I've got it out, filmed everything yesterday, and got it posted up yesterday as well, which is a first for me. Hopefully the videos come out good, but I'd really like your feedback. If you do watch it, please leave a comment on the video. Tell us what you think. Is there things you didn't like about the way it was presented? You know, all that sort of stuff. You know, it will help me make things better. But on that tact, he says, reaching around the corner, on that tact, we have got something that will be coming up fairly shortly, which is this. So this is the Edward new boxing Profi Pack 148 Spitfire Mark 1 early. Now, the reason I got this was for, I'm going to try and be really clever in what I do here. And that didn't work straight away. Yeah, I love that when it happens. Yeah, the reason I'm doing this is for this. Crunch buttons, crunch buttons, crunch buttons. Oh, come on. Silly James. So one thing I didn't have set up for this morning was this. So I was invited to get involved in this, and I invite you to do the same. That's the wrong one. Ah, yeah, rat bag. Aha. Professional as always. 10 people watching. What could go wrong, right? So there you go. Why has he come up with that? That's not what I want at all. Technical issues. Anyway, so basically, I was invited by one of the podcast crews to get involved in. Oh, that's why. It's because I'm pressing the wrong one. I get involved in a group build, which is this group build just here, which is the Plastic Posse's podcast Tamiya Edward Spitfire Mark 1 or 2 group build. So it's quite a specific group build. If you're not part of it, look up Plastic Posse podcast on the Facebook groups. Get yourself be a member and get yourself involved with the group build. There is no time limit on it, so you can knock yourself out with whatever you want. And like I say, I am going to be going with this option, and I will be doing a kit review on that. That will be coming out fairly shortly, next week or two maybe. Like I said, there is no time limit on the group build, but you might want to get yourself involved. So you've got the rest of the year basically. But what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to use one of these, a resin Edward engine. So a resin and PE engine. And I'm not going to tell you anything more about what I'm going to do. But what I am going to do is I'm going to do an inbox review of this, an inbox review of this, and then we're going to do a build of which I'm going to film as much as I possibly can without boring the hell out of you and show you how I get on with both these kits. That's coming up, and I hope to start that certainly by the end of the month. And that will be just popped up as and when, because I'm not going to rush it. I have an idea of how I'm going to do it. Yeah, so it's not going to be a rush thing. So it'll just be popped up when it gets popped up. So that's coming. A couple of other things in which will coming up soon will be, as I said, that the format's going to slightly change with the Sunday parade. In that, we more than likely will go to a fortnightly. So that's every other week will be a Sunday parade with a build. So, for example, the Rumble in Jungle will be on a every other week basis, starting from next week. The bit in between will either have a kit review or the monthly update like it is today. And then in amongst all that, during the weeks, there may be other bits and pieces going up, some bonus material and bits and pieces. So make sure you tune in, make sure you keep in touch with what's going on by subscribing to the Model Officers YouTube channel. And it's as simple as that. So that's what's been going on my bench. That's it. It's not taken me very long to go through that. I didn't expect it to. But there you go. Let's have a quick look at who else has joined us today. And we have got Brian Wimwell saying good morning all. Good morning indeed. And Don Pedro saying, I like that Spitfire, James. Yes, it does look quite a nice kit, Don. And if you're not involved in the group build, then, like I say, head over to the Plastic Posse podcast Facebook group and get involved. And, of course, with all the podcasts, including the one that Malcolm and I do, Just Making Conversation, there are loads out there for you to listen to. So there's On the Bench, there's the Plastic Posse crew, there's oh my god, the others, Model Geeks. Oh, you must write these things down, James. Anyway, they're all there. Just pop into your podcast provider, Scale Modeling, and they'll all pop up. Give them support. Make sure you give them some feedback on how they're doing as well. Connor Man is in the house. Said good morning. 6:18 in the morning. I'm not awake yet, but I'm here. Cool. Nice to see you here. It's always good to get up early anyway. So let us come away from the bench because we've done our update on what I'm building. So obviously the next thing would be to go back to this ugly mutt. I can change my position slightly, which makes it easier for me. And we'll head over to the bench in the Facebook group in a second. Don's just said there, that's nice for a 24-hour build off. Yes, it would be indeed. The Airfix one's quite a good kit as well. The new Mouldings 148s. I quite like the Airfix ones. There may even be one of those go along with it, but who knows? So, like I say, we're going to look at your work because it is all about you guys today. Now we've got that out of the way. So, first of all, what we're going to do is I'm going to go to the last post I put up for the Watch on the Bench. Now, I apologise. There wasn't one put up yesterday because my posts that I schedule had run out. So I'll sort them out today. So watch out for the posts coming along. Normally get a post on a Monday, on a Wednesday, on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So plenty of opportunity for you to share your work. And talking of which, let's get straight onto it. So this is Friday's post, as I said, and our first victim, our first person is Ray Davis, and he happens to be working on a 148 Spitfire. And it is the Edward kit. I think it's the same one as I just showed. So as you can see, he's doing drilling. Oh no! Cool, looking good. Well done, Ray. Looking forward to see how you get on with that and what you do with that. Keep your posts coming on. Oh, and next up is Scott Sutherland. Work continues on the abandoned ZSU 57-2. He's obviously getting well carried away with his grass for his abandoned tank. And I do believe there is a challenge that he's accepted in that he's going to make a bird's nest, which I heard yesterday. So, Scott, if you haven't made it already, let me give you a little bit of a tip. Coconut fibres. I was in Hobbycraft yesterday and saw coconut fibres, and I think that would make an amazing nest. Really cool. So I hope that helps if you haven't already figured out how to do it. If you have figured out how to do it and you've got an alternative, let us know. It'd be lovely to know how you did it or how you're going to do it. So this is Rob Paris. This was his model that he's busy working away on. My God, look at that. Some great detail going on in there in the inspection area of the nose. I'm not even going to pretend that I know what particular jet that is. I have no idea. No details of the kit. So Rob, post up a picture with your information of your kit. I think it's a Jaguar, but I might be wrong. Frankie's next. The Atelieri Audi Quattro 124th, work in progress with bad fit issues on the clear parts, but it's going on. More work on the headlight housing is needed, and still thinking to do a colour change to Tamiya TS 19 metallic blue. Oh, don't like that colour. Looks all right. Keep us posted. Nice work, Frankie. And I'm glad Carl and I could help in. I think we were talking about rubber, weren't we? What was the best colour or something like that? I can't remember. But yeah, thank you for saying it helped you out. That was lovely. Look at this. I love that. That's brilliant. So this is Stephen Presley. This little kit here, which I would assume is the Meng Lancaster while it's dropping its load. I love that. That's what a brilliant idea. Absolutely love that. I do love those little Meng quick fit builds. Yeah, you can have lots of fun playing with those. So this is Ross Medlock with his Apache, I'm guessing. 135th, I would also guess, but I don't know. Could be wrong. Yeah, getting some colours on there, looking good. Loving the organisation here of your sprues, etc. That's one thing I haven't got in this little room. And yeah, that was a bad planning move. I should really do something about that. But yeah, I'm not sure I've got the space now. But yeah, anyway. So that's cool. His pilots are sitting in their seats, looking ready for action. Looking good, Ross. And this is when they ran away and escaped, went for a tea break. Fed up of waiting for the filming, I guess. But yeah, cockpit looking good. Thank you, Ross. If you hear me yawning, I do apologise. I've not slept very well today. So, there we go. So that is the AH-67 Apache 132nd scale. Cool. Very nice. Yeah, I didn't have much sleep last night, so hence partly why we're having a quick thing today. And yeah, anyway. So this is the Edward Kampfist DO17Z cockpit, ready for lots of photo edge. Wow, really? That's going to be fun. And I've just got a bee in here. Oh, no. Bear with me a second. Technical issues. Oh. It's a honeybee. I don't want to kill it. Bear with me a second. I'll just open the door. I do apologise. Hopefully it'll find its way out. Go on. You can't be a part of the parade. Go elsewhere. And there you go. It's gone. Thank you. Oh yeah, there's quite a lot of detail in there already, and you've got to put how much detail, how much more PE you're going to put. That's interesting. Okay, so that's the kit. It's an Edward kit. He suggests it's an ICM kit reboxed with Uncle Edward's gubbins. She's pretty captured his mojo. Oh, that's excellent. Nice red in wheels there. And just see the photo etch up in the top corner there. Wow. Okay, yeah. I've seen them on sale. A good kit, is that, John? Cool. Oh. All right, we'll play this, see what happens. Oh, no. Oh, look at that. That's really nice, isn't it? Oh, yes. Oh, man, I'm glad I paid that. That's really cool. Nice. And that's obviously the photo etch that he's put in. Yes, lots of gifts and stuff there. I don't know why. Why is he doing gifts? There we go. And the last picture. Oh, look at that. That looks sublime. I'm going to zoom in. I don't normally zoom in on people's work, but that does look really good. That's amazing. Well done, John. Now you've I'm gonna have to look that up. Another kit. Lovely. Thank you for sharing that. Beautiful. So next up would be Davey. And this is yes, one of those. Nice work. Well done. I should so know. Is it F16? Is it F16? Oh, there we go. Jumped on, taking more shape now. He's got some decals on and stuff. Looking good. Looking good. Well done, Dave. Now, in for a treat. Next up is TJ. TJ Heller getting ready to start the final weathering on this Crusader. Doesn't that look lush? I absolutely love that. I think that's a phenomenal job, TJ. Really loving it. Loving the detail on the rivets, etc., rivet heads. Just beautiful. I do like that a lot. Next up is Harry. Harry is working on his Hasekawa FA18 in 1/72 scale. Is ready for paint. 425 Squadron RCAF is what he's going to go for. Coming along nicely. Keep us updated, Harry. That's looking good. Next up is Chris Walters from the States, and he's been working on this house. Now, I believe this is a mini art kit. He hasn't taken a picture of it, but inside he's done some scratch building and stuff in there as well. Looking good, Chris. I like that. Ray's teasing us. This is what he's going to be doing next by the look of it. Interesting. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Looking forward to you cracking on with that. Daniel Baxter saying he's got the 172nd PJ Merlin Falcon, and Charles Walker is saying he's doing the 1/200th US Yorktown. Try and remember, pop some pictures up if you can, guys. Love to see how you're getting on with them. Talking of which, Christopher Dobbs is next, still plugging away on his British Apache. It's coming together, mate. And that's all that matters. It's definitely coming together. Excellent work. Well, for Eric, he's still working on his Morris tractor for the Bofors gun. And frankly, not impressed with this old Airfix kit's quality or lack of there. Yeah. It is what Airfix have managed to build themselves up on. Their new kits are so much better. They should retire some of them, but anyway. Actually, Scott Guilford just finished my triple clamps for my Ducati bike. They're fully working clamps, real clamp heads. Oh my God, really? Wow. Lovely. We want to see more pictures of your Ducati. There's a nice comment there from Paul Chapman. What a brilliant group. Glad to be accepted. My downtime is limited at the moment, as though I work 40 hours a week. Tuesday is my short day at 7 hours. Then I work Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 11 hours each. I love my job, but find myself dozing off a lot between 6 and 8 p.m. Please forgive me if you think I'm being ignorant. He's not. He's 57 and knackered. So Paul is one of our new members this week. So thank you very much for putting that comment in. You don't need to justify the amount of time you spend on the group or how much building you make. Just be part of the group. Be encouraged and encourage others is all you need to do, and you'll fit right in. But it's lovely. I do love to see a nice comment like that people have found the group and enjoyed it. So thanks, Paul, and welcome. Stuart Clark is our next one up. Coastal Command 172nd Mosquito. First coat of the underside airbrushed on. Looking good. Looking forward to seeing how that comes together. Mosquito is definitely something I really need to do. Don Pedro, BMW, Zampa, 135th build, small diorama. Yeah, it's nice though. A lot going on for a small diorama, Don. And you probably knock that out within a couple of hours. He's also got this. Obviously a German recovery tank of some description, but I don't know the name of it. And the last picture for this particular section is Don Pedro's Sherman, which is a 135th. Very nice. I'd like to see lots of different colours going on in there. Really nice, Don. So there you go. That is what's been on you guys' bench this Friday. Some great work there. Only thing I would ask you to do when you post out your pictures is just put some information about what it is we're looking at. If it's a different technique that you've tried, how you've done it, blah blah blah. Any kit detail, scale, and all that. It saves me looking like a complete numpty and not knowing what it is I'm looking at, which is easy for me to do. But yeah, thank you very much, guys. Some brilliant work. I'm just going to pop over to the chat very quickly, see what else is going on. Don Pedro just saying, I will build one for the special Dio from the movie Dunkirk. Excellent. And Ross Medlock's there saying good morning all. Good morning, Ross. So 17 people watching. I know not all of you said hello. Maybe you're shy. Don't need to be. We don't bite. Say hello. Tell us what you're up to. So we're just coming up to 20 to 12. And as I say, this is going to be a monthly thing we do where we have a look at the work that you've been doing. We're going to go back to the Facebook group in a minute because I want to highlight something in which I've spoken about earlier, which is our Best Build Tuesday, which is always the last Tuesday of the month, by the way. So keep an eye out for that. We're now going to have a look in a minute. The lovely Malcolm Charles from Models for Heroes is there saying, word up, buttercups. Hey, Malcolm, how you doing? Don. Picture 2 is a Burger Panzer with crew. Yeah, that's cool. Thank you very much. Does look good, actually. Nice little bit of recovery. So, yeah. So, we're going to head back over to the Facebook group in a second. I'm just going to have a mouthful of this and have a look at the Best Build Tuesday. Like I said to you before, next week is going to be Foliage Sunday, where we hit the Rumble in the Jungle with Rumble in the Jungle with foliage, and we're going to work through how I do the foliage, how to do the leaves, etc., etc. And one of the reasons I haven't done it this week is because I wanted to give that gap. Like I said, we're going to do it every other week. But also I'm a little bit behind with my preparation as well. So it takes a lot of preparation to do foliage. And I don't want to, I don't want to bore you to tears with showing you from dot, this is how we do it, right from the beginning, although I will explain that. And then waiting for things to dry so I can then move forward. So hopefully we'll have a little bit of everything to bring that along. So what I want to do is go back over to the Facebook group. We'll do that right now. I want to look at the Best Build Tuesdays to give you an idea of what I mean and what we do with them. So let's just make that full screen. Oh, it is full screen. Sorry, my bad. Just shut that down. So this is the post that goes up the last Tuesday of every month. And I will remind you yet again that they are the complete builds that you have made this month. Not old builds, not ones historical, and certainly not someone else's build. And the idea being is we just, it's the work that we've been following through the months, weeks, etc. And you going, yay, I finished it. And then we can have a quick look. And also the other reason why I want to do it this way as well is because we pick, obviously the admins pick a selection of photos to go in the banner. Now, we have the banner there for this week, sorry. And it's Mark Bridge. He's got his lovely airplane there. Great build. And that's taken pride of place on the banner for this week. Generally stays up for about 7 days, sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more, depending on what's going on. And then we'll swap it out with something else. So these are the builds that were available for us to choose from this month. And bear in mind, like I said, it's not a competition. It's not about the quality of the build. It's not, we don't pick the best person, the best work. We do take into account, because obviously as the admins watch the page, they see people's work and how they progress. And we're all at different levels of our modeling. So we do pick models sometimes that are not the best quality, but they're the best that person's made, and they've been willing to share it. With that said, however, Steph, yes, there you go. He's corrected himself. He's forgot to put the details. This is the 1/32 wing Sopwith Dolphin with a 1/32 CSM RFC figure. Beautiful build. I've done a video build series on it. If you don't know about this, the budget modeler on YouTube, he does a step-by-step guide on exactly how he built this build. So go over there, like and subscribe to his channel, and watch some of his builds. And like the name of his channel is Budget Modeler, he has some great tips on how to do model making on a budget. So this was a lovely build. I did like that. And like I say, I don't get involved in the choices. It's just the admins make the choice. So the next one up would be Brad. This is the CSM Canadian Armoured MG Carrier. Unusual little model. I would guess that's First World War. But yeah, wow. Very nice. And this glue station here, Ming do it. There are other companies that do it as well. But I think they're amazing. Display is one I've got, but they are amazing. Great little tools. Have a look at them. Look them up. CO glue applicators. Well done, Brad. Good build. Here's Batslats. This is the Tacoms AMX. Tacoms, sorry. Again, a lovely, nice build. The figures are really, really impressive. Nice bit of foliage around the tank. That's just giving me a little idea. And this is the one reason why we share this work, is because you look at things and you pick up little tips, you pick up little things, go, oh, that's a good idea. I hadn't thought of doing that. And that's one of the landscape. So I was literally just looking at the twigs that he's got here. I don't know how he's done this. However, some dried leaves that you crunch up, and the twiggy bits here, you can use literally twiggy bits from the garden, or curly moss. Curly moss would give you exactly the same effect for the woodwork, and you just put a bit of white glue on the end, stick it in some broken up leaves or equivalent, and you get that effect quite easily. But I don't know what Bass used. It'd be interesting actually, Bass, if you're watching, let us know. See, these are the things. While you're making these builds, you can put all these information up in a build album. Start from finish, you can explain how you do your builds and how you get the effects. Always great to see those, and very informative to everybody. Everybody learns. Ferry's up next. This is the Roden 172nd FWD Model B 3-ton lorry, 1917. Very nice. Again, an unusual subject, but very nice, like that. But that's tiny as well. 172nd. Ooh. This is Eric. Eric's got a vintage 1971 Tamiya 135th scale Panz 3. Yeah. But again, one of their best sellers, I think you'll find this is from Tamiya. Still being sold today. Yeah. What can you say? It's a Panzer. Nice. Lovely, Eric. Well done, mate. Glenn Woodruff is next. This is an Airfix 172nd Spitfire PR and whatever those letters stand for. XIX. That would be I don't know. Answers in the chat. I can never remember. But beautiful build, very crisp, very clean looking build. Glenn's a prolific builder. Been with us in the mesh for quite some time, and I've seen these models up close. They are as beautiful as they look in those pictures. Honestly, he's a good modeler, and always willing to help. So if you've got any other questions, so you throw him a line, he'll answer them. Next up is Danny. I don't know what this is, other than it's a submarine, so I won't take too long on it. But it's a nice executed build. A different submarine. I don't know the scale. I would assume they're tiny. Well, they could be wrong. Very nicely done. And one more from Danny. He had a good month this month. You're not kidding me. Look at that. Nice World War I battleship. Very good. I like that. Really looks nice. Set really well in that base. Thank you for sharing all those, Danny. You have had a good month, definitely. Next up, it would be Jacob. I don't know again anything about this kit other than the fact it's that. I would assume. I'm guessing it's 172nd. That is really a guess. Nice build though. Nicely done. And Brett's, this is his 148 Tamiya Mosquito PR Mark IV. My only complete build this month. Oh, but it looks mighty fine, Brett. Really nice. Really nice. And this is Mark Bridge. The F4, sorry. Yeah, Tamiya 132nd F4D. A major, wonderful piece of work that is. Congratulations to Mark. Very nice. Very detailed. Very good looking. A little bit different. This is Shane with his Space 1999 shuttle. No other details. Lewis with a very clever diorama. This is all scratch built. 1/72nd scale are the figures. But everything else is scratch built, and it's a local airfield to himself. Has a little bit of family history. And on the first balcony there is an officer consoling a young lady because her loved one hasn't returned home. So yeah, very clever built, very well executed. And those that don't know, Lewis isn't a prolific scratch builder, so kudos to him, taking on quite a bit of a challenge there. Lots of elements to it that were very challenging for him, but he did a cracking job. So well done, Lewis. Just going to quickly check on the chat because I'm sure you lot are all chatting away. There's 72 people watching. Stuart from Scale Models is there. He's saying, good morning, James. Hope you're well. I'm fine. Thank you very much. Talking of the Lewis himself, good morning from the beach at Skegness. Hope you're enjoying your anniversary and spending some quality time with the family there, Lewis. Frank Goes to Hobbywood is there saying good morning to everyone. And Richard is just saying, I joined a submarine group. Yep, I subbed. See what you did there. Very good. So, yeah, it's all up to date with the chat. Let's go back to this. Now, this is an interesting build from Joel Middleton, 1/72nd Italian train tank. Yeah, very, very cleverly done. Very well executed. Looks very nice. So well done. So you can see as we're going through these pictures just how difficult the choice is for our Edmonds. Yeah, it's very difficult indeed. Mark Ewing, this is his Airfix 176 1979 Pack 40 gun and truck diorama. And again, not something that Mark normally does with his models. Well executed. Learned a lot of things along the way as well. Well done, mate. Looks good. Really good. And then we've got, I nearly skipped past Don Pedro. Don Pedro with his 1/16th Atelieri BMW and sidecar bike with his working headlamps. Enough said. And just showing you there, he's got his LED inside his lamp. Very impressed by that build, I really was. Especially as I've been watching someone build one for some months. I won't name who it is. But, you know, it's it can be, there are areas of it that are a bit of a pig. So, and there's all wires hiding in the back there. Lovely. Well done. Well done, Don. Dan with his 1 second scale T800 exoskeleton coming together. Lovely. Looked beautiful, didn't it? And so menacing with those red eyes. They are lights. So yeah, beautiful. And our last one for this month was Alistair Glennie. With that, 1/72nd, I think it was. Viewfighter, is it? Top of my head. Something like that. But yeah, very nice. Really, really nice. So thank you very much, everybody who shared their work. Really appreciate it. I say, just bear in mind, those of you that see that post, I mean, obviously throughout the week, we are doing more of a what's on your bench sort of, you know, what are you working on sort of thing. And again, that bee's come back. So excuse the buzzing and my nervousness. You don't want to see me catch a bee. And there he goes. Don't work with children or animals. What was I saying? Yeah, so be aware throughout the month, most of the posts, in fact, 99% of the posts are all about what's on your bench and what you've been up to. That one particular post on the last Tuesday is the only Tuesday in which we post up something for you to post on, is purely for finished builds. So please make sure that you adhere to that. And I would appreciate your honesty in making sure that you're posting up stuff that's not historic. It's stuff that you've done recently, i.e. that month. That's the whole idea of it. So we can see how people are building and completing the kits. So there we go. That is what this Sunday is all about. It's about the community. It's about you guys. 15 of you watching, low numbers, and I didn't expect anything different today. I really didn't, because I didn't put the post up until this morning. So yeah, my bad. So anyone that's catching us on a rerun and you missed it, I do apologize. And like I say, next week we are going to be doing the Rumble in the Jungle vegetation, and then we'll take a week off from that build and come back up 2 weeks later with the next stage, whatever that will be, but we'll explain that next week. So from me in the ops room to you guys, thank you so much for all the support you give us. Bear in mind that we have an account open where you can buy us a coffee, and the idea of that is that you go on to buymeacoffee.com, pop in Model Officer and buy a coffee. It's not extortionate amount of money. It's literally the cost of a coffee from down the road. And that goes towards the administration of the Facebook group, that being prizes, gifts, and all that sort of stuff. It's not just you topping up my hobby money. It's purely to do with you guys. If you fancy doing it, if you don't, that's fine. There's no obligation to it. It's a free group to everybody who joins, and get involved. If you want to do that extra support, you're more than welcome. And like I say, there are other things in which will come up at some point that I may tinker with, but that's all in the future. But until then, have a great Sunday. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for being with me. If I don't see you before, I will see you next week for Rumble in the Jungle Vegetation Day.